Okay, so here we are. This is Miracle Boy in Dragonland, a Wonder Boy in Monster World fan game. This is a demo version, and it's for Atari ST, and it came out a couple days ago. So I haven't really played it, I've just tried it a little bit, but I thought it'd be fun to give it a spin. I can continue. Should I write protect the disc? I turned write protect. This is the block I put it on. I think I'm gonna write enable it. So this disc, I don't know if you can see it very well. So at one point it said logo 1989 on it. I guess in 1989 we had a copy of logo that I put on this. I think I put other things on this disc, but I've rewritten it. So here we go. New game. Loading story. I don't know, you probably can't hear, but it's reading from disk. Excerpt from Book 4 by Dean Ratti. A long time ago, a young boy named Tom Tom arrived on an island full of monsters. To save his sweetheart, he traveled from the island from top to bottom and decimated all the creatures in his path. Look at that snail. But the monsters were magical creatures, and their blood seeped into the heart of the island, nourishing the trees and the plants. Seeing that the island had become safe, settlers arrived in droves and began building what would become Miracle Land. It was then that Mecha Dragon resurrected the once vanquished monsters and spread terror among the inhabitants. Fortunately, Tom Tom put an end to this tyranny after a heroic epic. Peace returned to the kingdom. For these exploits, he was called Miracle Boy. From century to century, feeding exclusively on the island's resources, the inhabitants of the Kingdom of Miracle Land gorged themselves, in turn, on the magic left by the monsters, and soon some were able to invoke spells. Queen Purapil I then ascended the throne and ordered the creation of a magic academy to educate the most powerful among them. In exchange, she asked that magic could only be invoked through artifacts, so that the crown could control its use. Thus, order and justice were protected for 400 years. I like how 400 is a slightly different color there. But today, the kingdom is threatened. The powerful Count Drago has resurrected hordes of magical creatures and sets out to conquer his future empire, Dragonland. Will a new Miracle Boy come and save us? So there we go. It is loading the level. Oh, I wish that would pick up on the microphone, but maybe if I'm talking through it. Okay, so here we go. We got an Atari ST game. The frame rate is not, not what you'd expect from an Amiga game, but this is pretty good scrolling for an ST game, I'd say. And it's got some kind of parallax in the background there. Are you Paolo, the descendant of the legendary Tom Tom? Messenger of the Queen. Oh yes, it's definitely you. Here's a letter from Queen Purapil III, who is waiting for you in her castle. Okay. Letter from the Queen obtained. To read the Queen's letter, simply go to your inventory by pressing the right shift key, then in the normal items tab. The right shift key? That's an interesting choice for that. Hey there, Enigma White. To talk to me, position yourself in front of me and press down. If you want to read, activate, or open something, use the same principle. Good luck and take care. Okay. So, I press down? Right. Right shift. Okay. Otherwise I duck. Got a nice little slash. Do I have auto fire on? Oh, I did. There we go. So right shift. Oh, it pauses the music. So I've got Gradius sword, Gradius armor, life potion, royal letter. Okay, so can I rebirth after death, restart with full health. By order of Queen Purple III, you are summoned to the royal palace where your mission will be entrusted to you. Hurry up to say goodbye to your loved ones. His Majesty is waiting for you. That's kind of an ominous way to say it. What doesn't go through the gate? Sorry, I missed that Eclipse Moon. Welcome to Tom Tom Town. Built by Tom Tom, the first miracle boy. The first miracle boy. That's a funny... okay, so you press down to go in the house. My father is the strongest. He is a snake hunter, and it was he who brought the Queen's messenger here. Okay. So if I talk twice... it's the same thing. The disc noise. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a noise gate, and I guess I could turn it off right now, but like the air conditioner might come on. So I usually just have it set to its settings. Husband is waiting for you to say goodbye at the exit of the village. He wanted to give you a present, but our ladder broke and he couldn't get it back. Our ladder broke. So I guess that insinuates that it's this thing up here. Okay, how do I get out? There we go. So this is, of course, up to jump, because this is an Atari ST game. So you could get, there are some joysticks that have, like, wired a second button to up. Those are more modern era, but I think there's some older ones that might do that. Okay, if you complete your mission, the whole village will be grateful. So, what did you say? The Queen has promised to repair the roofs? Oh, I see. They haven't been maintaining their roofs very well. My father's been gone a long time. Hope nothing happened to him. Okay, yeah, so I can see that kind of hole in the roof there. Ilda. Go see my sister Ilda at the end of the village. She will help you get to the castle. Come back and see us as soon as you can. Before leaving to see the Queen, you absolutely must retrieve an item that your father left me for you. It's in my attic. Hurry up. Okay, where do you live? Oh, this is the father from like the first house in town. My older brother liked to jump on roofs. My father found out, he scolded him very loudly. Okay. Okay, so looks like I won't be able to proceed until, well, unless I can get up on top of here, but there's probably like a thing. Okay, so this is Ilda. I will only open the passage for you when you have the memory of your father in your inventory. You can put like memory in your inventory? That's kind of interesting. is like possessing the princess's love in a certain NES RPG. Let's see what we got here. Life potion. Okay, so I can press the shift key. So I already had a life potion though. Is this I've visited, it looks like I visited this before. Okay, can I get off the ladder when I'm, oh, if I press attack, I will drop off the ladder. But not if I press the other directions. It becomes emotional baggage when you put it in your inventory. That sounds correct. Okay, so I guess I can just hop over here and... 10 gold. Wonderful. I don't think I talked to this woman before. My father's been gone for a long time. I hope nothing happened to him. Oh, okay. So there we go. What's in here? Gift from your father obtained. So can I look at that in my, wonderful gem gift from your father? That's not much use here. Okay. Oh, this is platforms. This isn't a ladder. Okay. So yeah. You get your music or sound effects, but not both, yeah. Well, some games did have sound effects. It wasn't typical, but like... Yeah, like this is more, I would say, more the norm. So I guess I can talk to Ilda. Take care of yourself. Okay. So... Oh. Okay. Hang on, this guy was telling me that he had the thing from my father, right? Does he say anything different now? Ah, I see that you have everything you need to continue your adventure. Be careful, because on the road to the castle there are a lot of snakes. I almost never arrived with the Queen's messenger. Oh, okay, so... Does he also... Oh, no, that doesn't change. Okay. So yeah, that layer of parallaxing mountains in the background, that's kind of unusual for Atari ST. That's kind of cool. The thing about Atari ST is like the naive way to do everything is just like software rendering, which is basically why it can't really scroll at 50 FPS. Because you have to redraw the whole screen, it basically takes more than a whole frame to copy the data. Even if you had it already drawn in another buffer. Well, okay, so you can double buffer, but filling up a screen worth of data takes basically more than a frame or a whole frame. Record your adventure on a floppy disk. Our services are free. Okay. As you were recommended by the Queen herself. Okay, so I have like a letter of note from the Queen. Alright, it's saving. It's saving to the disk. Yeah, the screen is a bitmap, and the Atari ST made a really poor choice. It's my second... I think it's the second worst graphics format for software rendering after the Apple II. The Apple II is like ridiculously bad. Atari ST, so it does like 16, it does things in 4 planes of 16 pixels, so you get one word of 16 bits. Every 16 pixels is basically 2 bytes times 4. So 2 bytes for plane 0, 2 bytes for plane 1, 2 bytes for plane 2, 2 bytes for plane 3. So you have to touch 4 different words to update a single pixel. So it's all kind of like interleaved at the 2 byte level. Okay, this snake, how many hits is this going to take? Can I... Oh, it bounces back when I hit it. Okay, this is sensible then. For 5 hits. I want a stronger sword already. Several other PCs that could handle... What? What's the weird hardware choice? I feel... So this method of interleaving the line, like they're trying to avoid patents. What are you comparing to? Like, I don't know what you're comparing to exactly. What is it? A coin of crystals may be of interest to a collector. C64 had hardware scrolling, Amiga has layered playfields. Well, okay, so like layered playfields, that's not avoiding a patent, that's more complicated hardware. At the time when the Atari ST came out, it was like a quarter the price of the Amiga. And there's good reasons for that. Like, it's not just... Oh, what's down here? Abandoned mine. I'm tempted. Oh no! Should I have gone to see the Queen first? The music got quieter when I went in the... Oh! Okay, so I can get out of here. Yeah, well that's the thing, like the Apple II's problem is that the hardware was very minimal and very versatile for like how it was made. It's like really impressive, but the problem was they designed the video to do text mode graphics with very little memory, and it was really well designed for that. But when they wanted to do graphics on top of that, they like hacked it into the text mode hardware. So you have like 3 layers of indirection of like progressively more things that you're adding to the hardware. It's bizarre, and it's just so inconvenient to work with. The ST having interleaved memory, I think that's really convenient for the hardware. Like it just fetches 2 bytes, and then it either draws, or it fetches 2 bytes, fetches 2 bytes, fetches 2 bytes, fetches 2 bytes. Picks colors and then draws 6. Like it does. It's kind of really simple, I think, hardware-wise for drawing the screen, but software-wise, it's just so inconvenient to have to like touch 4 different words. And I mean, even EGA and I forget how EGA's arranged. VGA was like that at the hardware level, and then they put in like a hack at the end to make chunky 1 byte per pixel modes, which was a big hack because it cut the VGA memory in 4 by doing that. But as a result, it became very, very easy to program for. So it's a good trade-off in that respect. And you could disable that in VGA and turn off, they call it unchained modes, where you do have to touch different planes to update a pixel, but with that you can do scrolling and double buffering in hardware and lots of good stuff. Wait, what's that saying? Volcano Trampolino. Volcano Trampolino. Okay. I feel like the sign... The fact that it's got a sign makes me think there should be more to this volcano, but maybe not. So, I don't know, like VGA was incredibly weird in that way, but that was super convenient. But then the problem was that it also didn't have, even if your computer got faster, the ISA bus didn't get faster for a long, long time. So you couldn't copy a full screen of memory into VGA. So the lack of hardware scrolling is kind of an oversight on the ST. They did add it to the STE a few years later, but the STE wasn't nearly as popular. And then in between the ST and the STE, you have the Mega ST, the Blitter chip. Oh, we got new music. I keep the door to access the road to Tom Tom Town. Go right for the quick. Oh, and they've got new... Look at that. We've got 3 parallax layers. It's a restricted area. We do not pass. Yeah, the ST was far less popular, but and I don't know if the STE even came out in North America, but it was definitely, like, a lot of people had it in like Germany or England or France, where like the STE was a bit more popular. Master Tramiel. Okay. Hello, dear customer. Here we make quality equipment at honest prices with complete discretion. Is that a reference to did Atari make quality equipment at honest prices? Actually, I would say the Atari ST was a really, really great machine for its price at launch, and then like 2 years later, Amiga made their budget line of like the A500, and it just sort of blew them away. Well, so there's ST, Mega ST. So the Mega ST had a blitter which let you copy graphics data, do masking, much faster than you could in software. Do you want to buy this Power 1 weapon at only 50 gold? Yes, but I don't have enough money. Okay. Okay, so I will come back when I have more money. And then the STE, the TT was kind of an offshoot because I don't think it's really backward compatible fully, and it was made for like businesses. It wasn't really aimed at games. And then the Falcon was like the real successor to the STE. But it was very, very unpopular and didn't last very long. So, I don't think there's many games for Falcon. Chocolate Castle. Chocolate Castle. What do you say? Hurry up. I'm not going to hurry up. I gotta see what's over here. We do not pass. Okay. There's a bug flying around down here. Okay, in we go. Oh, there's more. Queen's Palace. Sometimes I feel like I'm being taken for a signpost. I see. No one passes before the end of the Queen's speech. Okay, can't go in that door. We do not pass. Named it after a cat? Wait, why should it be named after a cat? Need an armor or sword, Master Jobs and his entire team await you in the castle cellars to offer his best deals. Okay, here we go. Actually, that was another thing. The Atari ST was very much in competition with the original Mac. And there was a time when people called it a Mac killer in that it's high-resolution mode. Like it had a black and white high-resolution mode, and it's the same CPU as the Mac. There was emulation software you could buy to run Mac software on your ST, and from what I understand, it ran pretty well. The lynx and the jaguar, I forgot about those. What's the panther? What was that going to be? Door to the left of the large gate. I'll protect the queen at all costs, but in the meantime, I'd be happy to have a beer at the Hobbit Bar. There's a Hobbit Bar. We are very worried about your father. Oh, I see. Her tenseness is bad for her complexion? Is that a... That's interesting. Poro, or well. Oh. Welcome, Paolo. We are in a delicate position. Count Drago, at the head of Dragonland, has invaded part of our kingdom by spreading a horde of monsters. We are the last line of defense before the entire kingdom is conquered. Infiltrate the defenses. Get to the town of Poro, the Magic Academy is. We'll contact the Rector, and information will follow. What does a Rector do? That sounds a very administrative job. A Rector. Further down the castle, you are our last hope. Okay. Oh, she'll just say the same thing. Okay. So I think I want to go back to the Mithril Mine and see what's going on over there. So I can go through here. So I'm gonna go back to that mine and check it out. Panther would have been their entry into the 16-bit market. Oh, like a 16-bit console? That's an interesting thought. Oh, it's got to load. GEOS. Was that a 2GS operating system? What's GEOS? That sounds familiar. But it was kind of interesting, yeah, like a lot of early PC graphics hardware did not think scrolling was important. Amiga's kind of an outlier in that respect. And C64 as well, I would say. EGA had it, and then VGA after it. It was really hard to use with EGA, but it had it. And then VGA, as I mentioned, like, despite having it, it was, you had to kind of unlock the Unchained modes to kind of get at memory as it was designed to be used, but it could be used. It did work. Okay, let's see what's down in the mine. And maybe I'll have enough for a better weapon by the time... Oh! Oh, man, I took a hit from that. Is that the first hit I've taken? It's weird that the music's just quieter down here. What's the word? Does that make it diegetic? The music's coming from, like, the sun or something? Outside? 15 gold. Okay, that's all I missed. I figured I'd have to come back here later, that I shouldn't mess with it yet, but... Ooh. Right, I have to kill these bats to get out of here. Okay, it'll keep doing its thing. Here we go. This is a little bit inconvenient. Okay. That was the mine. I wonder if it'll give me a save point before I leave the castle. If the music were coming from the sun, you'd burrow into the earth. Oh, GEOS was an 8-bit machine? Or an 8-bit operating system that someone wrote for the C64? Oh, okay. That's what Eclipseman was saying. It was available for a few things. In Disneyland, there's speakers in the bushes. Yeah, that could be it. That'd be interesting. There's a little blue orb next to the disc icon in the corner there. I wonder what that means. Okay. So... okay, it wasn't in here. Where was the shop? Wasn't there a shop in here? Where was Tramiel's shop? I thought it was in the castle. I've gotten lost here. A city that had pop music playing in the streets. Oh! Was this a door before? Or how did I know to go in there? Like, I just pressed down on this, Is this a bug? Was this a door before? I don't know. How did I get in here before? New weapon obtained. Oh, nice. Okay. Like, this is really odd. Like, okay, there's a sign there, but somehow... Did I try to read this like a sign? I hadn't even remembered that happening. Okay. All I remembered was that there was a shop somewhere in here. Maybe that's the secret that I accidentally discovered? Because I was trying to read the arrow like a sign. Armory jobs. Here we don't sell war equipment, but design, lightness, beauty, a deadly beauty, of course. It's a revolution. Power 1 armor. Oh, I see. The prices are 5 times as much. We just took some equipment to set up this makeshift store. We remain high-end, and the surrounding stores cannot compete with our style. Let's not compare oranges and apple. I see. Okay. So I found the secret Atari shop. It's funny. Potion shop. What is this? Metal? 4 hearts, 2 life, and only 20 gold. It's very practical. I've already got some life potions, though. Indulge. She wants us to indulge. Yeah, actually, so you mentioned Toriyama before. I kind of see it in her. She does look kind of Toriyama. So now I want to try and go into all of these arrows. The Hobbit bar. Okay, here we are. Isaac, I used to be a royal guard. I'll sell you a tip for 5 gold. Okay. The Master Job store is for tourists. Master Tramiel makes his quality equipment at honest prices. The door to his shop is hidden in the outer walls between the door to Tom Tom Town and the big door. Oh. Okay, so that's how we were supposed to find that out. Interesting. Does it say Yuma? Or Yvma? I think that's Yvma. Yes. I want a little drink. Leezy, it seems there is a secret chest on the floor below. Floor below? And Rose, it'd be too afraid to go there. It's dark and there are traps every floor below. How do I get down there? I can't crawl. Maybe below the castle. I don't know. Oh, good. Hotel. Chez Julie. Okay. Let's go. Sleep in a good bed. Of course. I like how she asked if I was tempted to sleep in a good bed and save. What did she say? Are you tempted? Yeah. Okay, so this is the exit, and this is Nico Fox. Good morning, I come from the animal village, but I got kidnapped by monsters after multiple adventures. I managed to take refuge in the castle. Really? I deserve my own video game. So I don't know if the person that made this has made other games. I honestly don't know much at all about this game, but here, let me paste the link to it. So this is a free demo that just came out a couple days ago. Oops, sorry. I don't know if that made a loud noise. I just popped the microphone. Hang on a sec. Anyway, that's a link to the game. If anybody wants to play this, this is... there's even a PC version, which might be an emulator. Hi there, Gromfaloon. How's it going? So I don't know if this is a reference to Psycho Fox, which is like another Master System game, right? By Vic Tokai. Vic Tokai. Or if it's a reference to something the author is. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Black wall. Anti-monster protection. Fortified the passage against the monsters. Okay, so I guess they built a wall. So they mentioned there's like a secret chest. Oh, they've built a moat here. Okay. This looks dangerous. A switch. Press down to activate its mechanism. Okay. That looks like a really long jump. See. Okay, we made it. I wonder what that did. I'm still wondering about the secret chest. So wait, what is it saying? Beach, Poro. Exit from the... They're all through the same door. Oh, up we go. Oh, this is interesting. Like, we couldn't see this from inside the castle. Oh, here we go. I like that there's a loading icon in the corner. Oh, okay. We're gonna get bombarded by coconuts. I'm thrown off by the lack of ground by like walking on the bottom of the screen here. Yes, I am tempted. So it looks like there's a platform to the left there, but I didn't see that from the outside. That's curious. Okay, let's not get... is that a crab? What is that? What is this enemy? Well, now it is no more. I like this monkey. Okay, we got fish. Can I swim? Oh, this is just a pond. Okay, good. It gets faster every time I hit it. Oh, now it's back to... It's like a 3-speed lamp. Or fan, I mean. 3-speed fan. Lamps don't need to go at different speeds. Okay, that monkey's at an inconvenient height. In order to protect the staff, only customers with the code. A code? You need a code to unlock. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So as we were finding, one button is definitely not enough for this game. Probably we need at least 4 buttons from the from the keyboard to enter the code. And then we have right shift to bring up the inventory. I think right shift is a really strange choice, because I don't remember Atari ST, like any game, using that. I would expect like enter or spacebar or tab or an F key. I don't know. Registering the game comes with other benefits. Oh, I can see this is sort of teaching me that I can stand in trees. Yeah, so it gets faster, 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 and then it gets slow. How do I get in there? Mysterious. So I wonder how far this demo goes. Like, I really don't know. That looked dangerous until I realized I could just jump in the water. Screen under this one that lets me jump up there? I don't know. That looks like it goes below the spikes. Or really close to them anyway. A fish skewer before leaving? What? What? Okay, I guess this is some sort of mystery. Maybe I need to go back. Oh, maybe that is safe. Okay. Ah! Okay. Whoa, this is really neat. This is pretty neat. Oh, I see. Where's this gonna come out? Okay, so this... Have I checked all the pools back there? I can afford better armor too, it might be worth going back. Oh, what about this one? This one's suspect. There we go. A fish skewer before leaving. Very interesting. Poseidon's domain. 30 gold. Okay, so I can't jump high here. I gotta check all the pools of water. I like the way that's kind of slowly revealed. The water is like non-dangerous and stuff. It's interesting to me that, like, I guess the maker of this game is a fan of Master System, but maybe also Genesis? Or Mega Drive? Oh, okay, that's why there's a switch here. Okay. Ooh, ah. Whoa. But yeah, it's funny how, like, Atari ST had, like, an early lead on being a computer for musical stuff, because it has, like, MIDI ports built in, and a lot of, like, early MIDI software kind of led on Atari. Oh, it just took me to my inventory. That's kind of nice. And yeah, and desktop it was really good for desktop publishing with its black and white monitor. Like, had good high resolution graphics, and it was way cheaper than a Mac at the time. But Mac hung on and kind of like took over both of those after a while. I really wanted like any kind of MIDI device for my ST, but by the time I finally got one, it was like, I don't know, 98, 99, and we weren't really using the ST in the house anymore. It was packed away in boxes. I had like software for the ST that I knew could give a MIDI signal, and I actually like just used to imagine what stuff would sound like if I used it. But, oh. Okay, so that's what happens if I hit the spikes. So I wonder... They mentioned a secret treasure chest. I wonder... Yeah, Cubase. Was it just Cubase? I don't know who was on what first. I just knew that, like, some MIDI software, like, had Atari ST as kind of its lead platform at first. And eventually that did kind of move to Mac, where Mac was kind of like the lead platform for a lot of music software for a while. But yeah, I knew my high school music teacher had an Atari ST in the classroom, and he like used stuff for his for like sequencing and some stuff we did in class, like he'd have it generate accompaniment or stuff like that for us. And then the other high school music, there were two music teachers at my high school, and the other high school music teacher liked Macs. He had like an old Mac running in his office where he did his sequencing and stuff. And oh, do I want to go back to the inn to heal? Oof. They're so careful the first time. Sometimes I'm pressing up to thinking that will go at the door, but up it jumps. Wait, that didn't heal me? I thought staying at the inn would heal me. Okay, never mind then. That was a bad move to save, I guess. It doesn't seem that enemies drop things like hearts, just gold. I thought I was about to find out what death does, but didn't quite get me. It may get me soon, though. Interesting. Oh, this could be tricky. Oh, didn't hit me, I guess. Oh! Oh, enemies do drop hearts. Okay, I'm fine. I guess it's just much more rare. Okay. So here we go. Wait. Oh, did it unflip when I went back to the castle? Oh no. Okay. So how are we... Is it supposed to be possible to hit the fish without taking damage? Oh, I guess I can. There we go. Alright. Oh! I'll just keep going. Yeah, this wave effect is really neat. And that actually, that is something the Super Nintendo could do, and the Sega Genesis could do. Have vertical kind of per tile offsets. But this seems to be more arbitrary. Because it's like in the middle of a tile, but it's not tile-based anyway, so... Well, I guess... I don't know, like the ST is very 16 pixel aligned in terms of things that are convenient, but like this is a full fine scrolling engine and it's software rendering it, so it doesn't have to be aligned to anything in particular, I guess. The sign wouldn't change, right? A fish skewer before leaving. Okay. I guess this is to open it from the other side. Yeah. Touch fuzzy, get dizzy? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think a lot of Super Nintendo games really use that feature, but it came up sometimes, and that's one of the games. The demo is complete. This is just the beginning of Paolo's adventures in the world. Okay. Of monsters. Soon find the entire universe of Miracle Land on your Atari 1040 STF and 1040 STE, Atari TT, and Atari Falcon in digital or physical format. Stay tuned. I wonder if the STE version runs smoother. Like, the STE was a more powerful computer, and it had, like... it did have fine scrolling. It had, like, 256 color graphics and stuff like that. I don't know, there's a bunch of, like, extensions on top of what the ST could do. Okay, so... I guess that's the end of the demo. Let's find out what happens when I die. I have a long invincibility here. Can I hit the coconut? Doesn't seem like I can hit the coconut with my sword. Oh! It automatically uses my life potion, and I think I have 2 of those. Yeah, so... It's weird, like, I had 2 of them, but I can't really see how many I have. Though it is possible that you just have infinite, because it's a demo. Well, I couldn't see anything when I had 2. At least I couldn't see any way to indicate that, but like I had one at the start of the game. Seems like my life bar goes down really slow. APDP. Press Shift key to open or close the inventory, or I can use the exit. Oh! Game over. That was interesting. Did you see that kind of glitchy pixel at the top left corner? That's really unusual for ST. That makes me wonder if this is doing like fine scrolling tricks. So, I said before, Atari ST cannot, or it doesn't have hardware scrolling, but I was also mentioning how like in some demos, like the demo I was showing earlier, they kind of tricked the hardware by changing the resolution at like specific points in a scan line. They could do that to make it kind of eat a couple of extra bytes, and there has been... I want to see how fine this scroll is. There's been some fairly recent developments about like trying to find a stable way to do kind of fine scrolling that works, but it's like really, really fussy. Is this per pixel or per 2 pixels? That's my question. So I can hit the edge of the tile there, and I get 1 pixel away from it. Feels like this is 2 pixel scrolling. Can I even get 2 pixels away, actually? There's 4 pixels. Maybe it's 4 pixel scrolling. And that makes me wonder if it's using... So there was a game called Enchanted Lands, which did a trick like that for hardware. I think it was 4 pixel scrolling. So it kind of had smooth 50 hertz scrolling on the ST by messing with the hardware in a really tricky way. I think this is 4 pixel scrolling, because I can't seem to do anything less than that. It's funny how like that, all that looks different on the inside of the... inside of the N. Like, it looks like there's platforms up there, but I guess not. So I wonder if I can get inside, like if I would need that code. But, stand here in the water. Anyway, let me just paste the link to this one more time, but I was gonna go to that site to see if it mentions anything. So, let's see, there's a Facebook group about it. There wasn't really any documentation with the game. I'm just wondering how someone would get the code. So wait, this is saying an Atari 1040 ST game. Does this game need the 1 mega RAM? A Japanese action-adventure RPG game. A Wonder Boy sequel and my personal Proust's Madeline. That's an interesting way to describe your game. So this is the description. They spelled Japanese with an O. Which makes me think of, I forget which languages would spell it that way.